Welcome to Expression with Azariah, where we discuss everything lifestyle, starting from relationships to financial management, personal development, and so much more. In today's topic, I am going to be teaching you on decision process. Number one, the blocks that make up a decision. Number two, how people make bad decisions. And number three, solutions and how to make a good decision. So join me. So what are the blocks that make up a decision? Number one, emotions, which talks about how you feel. That's what this ES stands for, emotions. What is the second block? Intellect, which is what this IES stands for, intellect. And number three, your willpower. They all answer three different questions. Number one, which is emotions, it answers the question, how do you feel about the decision you're about to make? Or what is the feeling surrounding that decision? Number two, your intellect answers the question, what do I know about this decision I'm about to make? What do I know about the topic surrounding this decision? And number three, your willpower talks about how determined are you to see this decision through to the end. So now that you know the blocks that make up a decision, I have a question for you. Have you been making your decision based on your emotions, your intellect alone? Because obviously you can't make your decision on your willpower. Your willpower is actually the ignition to see your decision through to the end. That is why on this particular graph, on this particular diagram that you're seeing, there's an arrow, or there are two arrows rather, going from the intellect to your willpower and from your emotions to your willpower. What does this mean? This means that your emotion is a supplier of energy. So let's write here energy. Your emotion is a supplier of energy. Your intellect is a supplier of energy to your willpower. This means that without your emotions and without your intellect, your willpower is not strong enough. So let's answer the second question quickly because I don't want this video to be too long. Number two, how do people make bad decisions? Which is our second topic. People make bad decisions because they make their decision based on their emotions alone or their intellect alone. I'm confused. You might be saying so right now, but I want you to flow with me and I'll take away your confusion. Why is it that I make a decision based on my emotions alone and it's a bad decision? And why is it that if I make my decision with my intellect alone, it's a bad decision? They say that men are logical and women are emotional. So which is which? Which one should we go for? Is it the emotional part of human beings or the intellectual part of human beings? Now, the beautiful thing about life is called something which is balance. Without balance, you are actually not going to make sense. So the major reason why people make bad decisions is because they make their decision based on their emotions alone. Wrong. They make their decision based on their intellect alone. Also wrong. A good decision is made based on mixing your emotions and your intellect. This is what makes up a good decision. Every single decision that you feel is good that you've ever made is based on the fact that you mixed both your emotions and your intellect together, which supplied enough energy for your willpower to go through. So you pushed through with the decision because you were able to move past one aspect of yourself. So, how does this really work? Let's talk about me buying something right now. So, I want to buy something worth of 500 naira since I'm in Nigeria. I want to buy something worth 500 naira, but I have just 1000 naira. My emotions are boiling because this is something I like. This is something I want to get. My intellect is telling me, guy, you're about to make a wrong decision. So which one am I supposed to follow? Which one am I supposed to go with? Because if I go with my emotions, it means I'm going to be buying emotionally. I'll be buying whatever I want to buy emotionally. And if I don't buy it at that particular point in time, because my intellect is telling me, guy, you're about to waste your money. Because obviously, it is worth 500 naira and I just have 1000 naira on me. My intellect is will be telling me something like always obviously negating how I'm feeling. So question is, how important is that particular product to me? How important is it to me? Because I'm about to make a decision right now that is so important. Because if I don't get it, I'll feel bad. If I get it, I'll feel good. But I don't have the means of getting it. So the best decision to make right now is to, like I said, balance. So let's see how I'm going to make a very good decision. Number one, I weigh my feelings. I place my emotions aside for a while and then I think about it. I think about the importance of the product, meaning I weigh my thoughts, or rather, I weigh my knowledge. I weigh what I know. So, meaning, what do I mean by I weigh is I consider my feelings, I consider my knowledge. So, I consider how that product will make me feel, I consider how knowledgeable I am about the product, what kind of value will the product give to me. So, this is the problem. Most people don't think about the kind of value and their financial status concerning that decision. What they think about is how that product will make them feel alone. If you base your decision on only how you feel alone, you're going to make a bad decision. Meaning you are going to buy that product and then you end up getting broke. And you don't want to get broke. You definitely don't want to get broke. So, if you understand this so far and you're enjoying this video, please kindly subscribe to this channel because there are more great content like this that will be coming to you. You know, content that nobody really talk about. You get, I don't know if someone has discussed this before, but I mean in this particular manner. But if no one has done it, then I think this is really helping you out. So please subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and expect more videos like this from me. Thank you. God bless you. So back to our discussion. How then do I make a good decision concerning this? I've already weighed it. Is it important to me? If my answer is no, is it going to add value to me? If my answer is no, it won't add value to me. And how am I feeling about it? Is it just going to make me excited for the moment? And is it going to be a waste of money? If my answer is yes, then I don't buy the product. That is a good decision on that note. But then, if it's going to add value to me, but yet I can't afford it, I feel good about it. So that is a yes. It makes me feel good. Number two, it's going to add value to me. That is also a yes. But I'm stuck. Should I borrow money? Because I don't want to go broke. You see how emotions can be really tricky. And you see how your intellect can also be really tricky. So, what kind of decision are you going to make right now? When, number one, your emotions are telling you this is good, and your knowledge bank is telling you this is good. So, how does it now really work? I'll tell you how it works. By the time you weigh these two and you've gotten the balance, like we said earlier, you've gotten the balance from it, you are now going to look for a solution, which is how can I afford this product? How can I afford the product? Now you've mixed your emotions and your intellect together. Now you mixed it, you are going to make a good decision. You are now asking yourself, how can I afford the product? See how this thing works right now. So, what people do, just a little recap for more understanding. What people do that is so wrong is that they make their decisions based on one aspect of the building blocks. They either make their decisions on their emotions alone, or they make their decision on their intellect alone. If you make your decision on your intellect alone, you are going to be a robot. You are going to be a robot. I remember in Flash, I think season 6, where he wanted to save Iris and he didn't have enough speed. So he had to gain more speed. And now in his pursuit of gaining more speed, he lost his emotions. He lost his emotions. And we all know that robots don't have emotions. All he had was logic. The best solution to getting her out of the mirrorverse, because I think that was where she was, getting out of the mirrorverse was for him to, I think, pull her out with one particular thing like that. I don't know, but that was the best really. But that was going to affect her, and when he did it, she got into a coma. She went into coma straight. Now that was, according to him, a bad decision, because his decision actually led her into a tight corner, made her sick. Then when he realized it's wrong, he actually now came back to himself. But the decision has been made already, and that was a bad decision. So learning to mix your emotions and your intellect together would actually take you a long way. And I just showed you right here how it works. You mix your emotions and your intellect by, number one, putting your emotions aside. That's what I said earlier. Push your emotions aside for a while. And then secondly, weigh your knowledge concerning that thing. Then mix your emotions and your knowledge together. and you are going to propel your willpower. Now, this is the major thing, willpower. By the time you propel your willpower, by default, you've supplied enough energy from your emotions and your knowledge, your intellect. You've supplied enough energy to your willpower, and you're going to see the decision through. So let's talk about, this is just a bonus, let's talk about suicide. Why do people commit suicide? Because obviously, suicide is a wrong decision. People commit suicide based on their emotions alone. If you make your decision based on your emotions alone, it is also bad. Like I said earlier, you are going to fail. Suicide process is a very funny process. You are overwhelmed by your emotions. I can't take it anymore. I feel bad. I feel down. What can I do? I'm so lost. Blah, blah, blah. We agree. We don't judge you. We are not mad at you. It is okay to feel that way. Knowledge, your intellect, you place your intellect aside and you don't think about the consequences. And if peradventure you say you're thinking about the consequences, are you thinking about, or rather, should I ask like this, are you thinking about that consequence on a selfish way? Or you're thinking about it on a selfless platform? It is either on a selfish platform or on a selfless platform, because if it is a selfless platform, you're thinking about your loved ones. They would cry. What would happen to them? So you enter into a bad debt. Let's say you owe someone 5,000 naira and you can't pay back. You feel bad, you feel overwhelmed, you feel sad. Why don't you channel that emotion, which is a sad one, channel that emotion, which is a bad one, a sad emotion rather, you channel it, make it energy for your willpower. And then think about how to solve the problem, solution, knowledge. Suicide deletes me from this world. Suicide makes me accept a victim mentality, like, okay, I give up kind of mentality. Suicide does not help me to live a victorious life. Now you're thinking about the negative aspects of suicide right now. You're judging your emotions with your intellect and the little knowledge you have about it. That's why I asked you that, is it on a selfish platform or on a selfless platform? Because once you leave out the selfish platform and you're thinking selflessly, you know what you'll do next? Let me tell you. You are going to make a good decision. Why? Because you have mixed your emotions and your intellect together. You've mixed them together and they give you a good decision. And right now, you end up telling yourself, am I mad? Do I want to kill myself before my time? Well, this is insults to no one. I just hope I've been able to help you. I hope I've been able to express something to you. So please like this video, share it, comment, ask questions, whatever you want me to do for you, please let me know. And if you want a one-on-one conversation with me, the link is in my about section. If you're using your phone and if you're using your desktop, just swipe up my banner, you will see chat me up. So then you can chat me up and we can talk about your decision, because this is what I do. I'm a life and relationship coach. I help people, Disclaimer, it is based on what you want, not just what I can offer you. But we have to work together if we want it to be a proven, or rather to be a success in your book of life. Alright, see you in my next video. Bye bye.